What up, y'all? We're going to go ahead and jump into the workout footage since I didn't have any footage for you all last week. Early this morning, I did a push day, and what I'm showing you here is going to be all the working sets of my bench press. So I did 5 sets of 3, and each set I went up by 10 pounds. So I added 5 pounds on each side, each set. Before these working sets, I did 4 warm-up sets, I think, of 15 reps just to really get ready and prepare myself for what was about to happen. I'm not a bench press person. This is not something I like to do. You know, I train chest just because I really need to, but I'm working on getting stronger. So that's why I'm starting this push-pull program to where I'm incorporating these low rep, high weight sets of these compound movements. So I started my working sets with 95 pounds, and like I said, I went up by 10 pounds every time, and I ended at 135. Now, 135 is probably not heavy on bench to most people, but for me, it was a PR with the number of reps that I did. And I'm really, really conservative when it comes to bench, especially because I never usually have a spotter, so I'm really safe when it comes to movements like this. I don't want to end up hurting myself. I don't want to try to show out and then get stuck in a movement and not be able to get myself out of it. I'm also very slow and methodical with everything I do in the gym. You know, most people can go and blast out some reps and feel good about it, but me, I have to take my time. I have to get that mind-muscle connection. I really have to focus. Like with my setups here, it's going to take a long time for me to get this bar off the rack, but that's just because I have to be mentally ready for what's about to happen. So I take my time. I was actually surprised at how smooth all of these sets felt because, like I said, I'm not a bencher. So the bar path was pretty much on point, straight up, straight down, wrist stayed straight. The only thing I can say is that my elbows flare a little bit too much, and that's something I'm going to have to work on. You know, everybody's different with how they position their elbows, but I feel like mine were out a little bit too much. And here on this set is where you will see me hit the PR. Again, I was very, very surprised at how smooth this went without a spotter. And I actually felt like I could do more reps, but I didn't want to go overboard and really blow my shoulders and my chest out before the rest of my workout was done. So today was a chest focused push day, but I did go a little lighter on these incline presses because I knew right after this I was going to do dumbbell shoulder presses, and I wanted to go a little bit heavier on that. And since this actually does hit the anterior portion of your delts as well, I didn't want to be too tired and wanted to be able to get some good weight lifted for those dumbbell presses. With these compound exercises, especially those involving the shoulders, I really, really try to monitor myself and how much I push myself because I have a tear in the anterior labrum of my right shoulder. So it subluxes a lot through that tear to the point where it pops out and I have to physically go and push it back in. So when I'm by myself, I really don't try to test my limits. Here, 40 did feel heavy. I probably could have did 45, maybe even 50. But again, I didn't want to risk any type of injury. To finish off shoulders, I did 3 sets of 12 side lateral raises. Before this, with the dumbbell press, I did 3 sets of 8, and the incline dumbbell press was 3 sets of 12 to 15, however I felt during each set. To finish out the push day, I did 2 tricep exercises. So here we have rope press downs, and with this I did 3 sets of 15 with a moderate weight. I think it was 70 pounds that I did with the 3 sets of 15. It felt heavy for the 15 reps. Probably could have went heavier, but I wanted to go ahead and hit that hypertrophy and get in those all 15 reps. The thing about this side of my body, the left side of my body, you really can't see any of my muscles due to these tattoos. It kind of takes away from my definition. So don't judge the way my arm looks in this clip, because I'm really bigger than that in real life. I promise. No one's ever gonna hurt you, love. I'm gonna give you all of my love. Nobody matters like you. In your life. Ain't gonna be nothing but my life. The final tricep exercise is this hoist press down machine. I really like the range of motion in this machine. It really flows naturally like a regular dip, as opposed to some of the other machines that make you feel more stiff. So for this, I did 3 sets of 15, and I tried to stay as upright as possible. I didn't want to lean too far forward and engage more of my chest. I wanted to keep the focus on my triceps during this exercise. And this was the last exercise of the workout, so I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next week with a pull day workout.